Hello. Disneyland is one of the most well-known theme parks worldwide, and I'm sure you, just like I have, stood in those enormous lines waiting for your favorite ride. During these long waits, a lot of interesting things can happen. One of the most interesting things that I have seen is a child being chased through a line while wearing a leash. Now, the first thing that comes to your mind is probably to laugh or to think, oh my God, I would never be a parent like that. But did you know, according to Federal Bureau of Investigation, in the United States, an estimated 460,000 children go missing every year? Now, to put that number into perspective, that is 14 times the amount of students that were enrolled at Santa Monica College in 2016. The number of lost children per year is ridiculously high, and something has to be done to ensure their safety. When an individual decides to become a parent, it should be their duty to ensure that their child is safe. These safety harnesses may look like a child is an animal, but in reality, it is keeping them safe. Instead of viewing a child's safety as a joke, I will be presenting my argument that child harnesses are made for a child's safety and protection, not to be laughed at. At first sight, when seeing a child at the opposite end of a harness, it raises many questions. Is that child crazy? Are those parents so lazy they cannot run after their own child? Does that child have a problem? Don't get me wrong, I agree that these harnesses make a child look somewhat like a wild animal trying to be tamed. But every child is born different, and every child does have certain needs. According to Game Mapper in 2011, there are 1.9 billion children in the world. They make up almost 27% of the world's population, which means that 1.9 billion individuals ages 0 to 15 need specific attention, needs to make sure that they behave safely and grow into adults. This is a major part of parenting, and children who are born with disabilities require a lot more attention than those born normal. About 1 in 59 children have been identified with the autism spectrum disorder, according to the CDC Autism and Development Disability Monitoring Network. If you're anything like me, you probably at one point in your life have witnessed a child with disabilities, and you could probably recall how much extra care and attention that they needed. Well, these harnesses, these leashes that are put on these children were designed to help parents with kids who have disabilities, who need that extra attention. According to the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, in 2016, among the U.S. children ages 2 to 17, about 1 in 2 children had ADHD, would also be diagnosed with behavior and conduct problems. Now think about that. 1 in 2 children have behavior problems. So if you were a parent knowing your child was that one, would you look into a harness when entering a huge crowded area such as Disneyland? Or would you risk him or her running off and potentially become missing? Now, if you're not quite sure what ADHD is, it is attention deficit hyperactive disorder, and approximately 9.4% of children ages 2 to 17, which is 6.1 million individuals, have been diagnosed with this disorder. This disorder has symptoms such as running or dashing, climbing in situations where it isn't appropriate, having trouble waiting his or her turn, and leaving their seats in situations when staying seated is expected. Now, there are many more symptoms, but these symptoms would be quite scary if you were a parent at an enormous amusement park such as Disneyland. So, investing your money into a harness if you know your child has symptoms such as these or had been diagnosed with this disorder would be beneficial for their safety. In conclusion, I am not saying if you have ADHD, go out and buy a harness. Nor am I saying that every child that is diagnosed with any behavior problems needs this type of safety. But I am saying do not take it as a joke. Parents will do whatever they must do to protect their child and to ensure their safety. At the end of the day, they know their child better than you do. So instead of laughing at a child on a harness, think about these situations and these statistics. Thank you.